its value is purely sentimental.
How interesting. Could we ask you to tell us the story behind it?
Was it about 14 years ago? I left Xillia just for a day. I remember happening across some children and playing games with them.
I thought you just stayed in your shrine while people worshipped you.
Normally, yes. That was the first and last time I ever played like humans do. Even after I told them who I was. They didn't hold back in the slightest. They beat me soundly at tag and hide and seek.
I'm glad you didn't use the power of the Four to win.
I might have, but I had ordered the Four away on a special mission that day.
So if they had been there, you really would have used them?
A special mission for the Four, 14 years ago. Huh.
They were wild, rambunctious children. But when I left, they gave me that glass bead. And said we could play again tomorrow.
They must have wanted to be friends.
You know, I never felt closer to humans than I did on that day. That was when I knew I wanted to protect them.
A lovely story.
I know just how you feel. You left Laurent without even telling your parents, right? Shouldn't you go back home to see them? Your mom's probably still fuming.
Yeah.
Hey, are we close to Xillia?
Are we?
Don't you want to drop by?
Why? I have no business there. Is there some reason you want to go?
No, of course not. I just figured the villagers might be worried. They worship you, remember?
I appreciate your concern for the villagers' well-being, but we have no time for detours.
If we follow the Lakutam High Road north, we shall reach a city known as Shandu. We should head there first.
Hold your horses. What about that monster that prowls the high road? What's it called? The Lord of Lakutam?
My, you are well informed. Rest assured, the Lord of Lakutam is a slave to spirit climbs just like any other monster. Now that we have shifted into Renome, the beast will be positively timid. I doubt it will venture anywhere near the high road.
See, little buddy? No reason to be scared.
Don't expect me to pluck you from the monster's jaws, bud.
Right then. Let's hit the high road.
All right! Another wall scaled!
I'm always surprised at how you're able to channel spirits without having to perform an incantation.
Is it that surprising?
No normal human could do that.
When channeling a spirit, the incantation is supposed to serve as the contract between the parties.
How do you channel spirits without a contract?
I don't do anything particularly special. When I offer mana to the spirits, I just infuse it with my desires.
Get your act together and use your art, and no backtalk.
Something like that.
That's not a contract!
That's a threat!
It's not good to coddle people, be they spirit or human. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am! Whatever you say!
Quite a surprising answer indeed.
With Mila, when isn't it?
Please provide support. Please provide support.
We were so awesome!
So this is experience. This is the power of Maxwell.
Oh, that sounds so romantic. The Sea Haven sure is beautiful at sunset.
Yes, there really is something special about it.
I know, right? When I see the sky glow red like that, all my bad memories just get washed away.
Just try not to forget anything important.
Shut up! I got your back!
I will guard you from incoming attacks.
My blade won't falter.
My staff will try not to falter.
That's the spirit.
There's always just keeps getting better. When I see a sunset like this, I can't help but think of...
I will guard you from incoming arts. It provides
Try fire! Farewell!
right.
Come forward! Burn!
Healer. Please provide support.
Time to get serious. I'm cold. Fall down again. Get up right up. Don't stop me. All right.
Strike!
On fire.
Good job!
I shall provide support. Healer. Always one step ahead.
Let's keep this up.
That wasn't...
I'm just getting
Is it safe to leave Giselle behind?
Oh, I assure you that I'm not the only one looking out for her. The house staff has served the Sherrill family for years, and the citizens of Sherrilton are always supportive. It's all due to Lord Klein's fair leadership.
It's not just that. Giselle works really hard to stay strong.
She's so cool! No wonder she's Ellie's friend!
Indeed. We are all quite proud of our young Lady Sherrill.
Let's all strive to make her as proud of us.
Give it to us straight, Doc. How's Mila doing?
I understand this Asperixis device is quite advanced, but I can't imagine it could have healed such a grievous wound in so little time.
When I first applied the Asperixis, it caused such intense pain that she passed out. But now that she's more used to it, she can tolerate it, as long as she doesn't exert herself.
Doesn't sound like she's ready for any kind of battle. Sorry, I shouldn't give you such a hard time. It's not like Mila would let a little pain slow her down, right?
Thank you for the explanation. We'll take the lead for a while, and give Mila time to rest.
As long as I'm on the battlefield, I'm sure we'll get by.
Thanks, guys.
How about an encore? Fantastic! An obvious outcome.
Expecting a message, Alvin?
Huh?
I've seen him using that bird to send letters before. To a woman, apparently.
Sorry, folks, I'll be done in a jiff. Everyone, take 5.
Hey, Mila. You gave something to Ivor a while back. Was it the thing you swiped from the laboratory?
Yes, it was the Spyrex used to operate the Lance of Kresnik.
That little thing? But shouldn't you keep it with you?
No. In fact, it would be dangerous to get anywhere near the Lance of Kresnik with that Spyrex in hand.
Oh, well, you know better than me.
There is a problem, however. The channeling circle that bound and captured the Four. I believe it was generated by that Spyrex. I will need to generate a channeling circle of equal power to release them.
In other words, you'll need that Spyrex to save the 4 great spirits.
I may need the Four's power to destroy the Lance of Kresnik, too. The real question, then, is when should I retrieve the key from Ivor?
Hey, does that mean you can also use Spyrex to cast arts? It's not just for the Lance of Kresnik?
What's the simplest way to explain this? Remember the street lamps in Fenmont? People light them with spirit arts. It's a simple parlor trick. Even a child could do it. But what happens if more powerful spirit arts are required?
Those require a powerful caster, someone with a mana lobe of sufficient capacity. The greater the capacity, the more mana can be produced when using arts. That capacity is determined at birth. It's immutable.
Precisely. That's one of the laws of Rizemaxia. But a Spyrex doesn't rely on the caster at all. A caster wielding a Spyrex can power anything, from a tiny streetlight to a gigantic object like the Lance of Kresnik. Mana capacity ceases to be a limitation.
But that sounds really handy.
It is handy, and that's precisely why it's so dangerous. With the Spyrix, anyone can wield arts potent enough to capture the Four, and anyone can use that power to kill others, just as they plan to do with the Lance of Kresnik. Anyhow, we should get going.